Hey guys, it's me, Kajaya, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to my brand new sort of mini-series on aspects. I'll be making a video, making an aspect for each aspect. I'll be making a video for each aspect, and aspects are one of the main building blocks in astrology when it comes to really interpreting a chart and really understanding what's going on, because aspects shows you how these planets are communicating with each other. Aspects will show, the relationship between the various drives and needs of our nature, which is symbolized by the planets. Um, you also have to watch the sort of like the orb of influence or the degree that the planet is at. Is it moving, towards a very exact conjunction or a very exact square or opposition, or is it separated by a few degrees? That will also, play a role in how heavy this aspect is felt in your life. And just remember, the planet and the sign tells you in a very general way what is likely to happen. The aspect will tell you in further detail how it's going to happen. And the house that, the planet is in and the aspect is receiving, the house will tell you what area of life will be affected by this planet and this aspect and what's going on. So, that is my intro. You know, So yeah, that's my intro. And welcome to my new series. In opposition. An opposition is a degree about 180 degrees long, or exactly opposite, two planets and signs opposite to each other. It has an orb of about 0 to 6 degrees, and it will be indicated in your chart by a red line, just like a square. And the glyph of an opposition looks like this. An opposition in your chart is a really strong aspect, and it represents two equal forces pulling in different directions. Planets and oppositions, they do, it's up to you to realize that they actually do have things in common. They both have the same preoccupation, but just go about it in different ways, and it's up to you to sort of figure out what it is and what area of your life you should apply it. When you see an opposition in your chart, your main goal or focus should be how do you integrate both of these energies so that they can work for the betterment of you, because they're both going in different directions, but you have to integrate them because they both have things in common. Opposition carries with it the energy of imbalance, because you're never receiving, like a conjunction, you're not going to be receiving the energy of both planets at the same time. In an opposition, either one's going to be stronger than the other, and you'll only be receiving the energy from that one planet, but they're both in this aspect, so they have to work together. On a lower level, it can produce feelings of, uneasiness, tension, vacillation, uncertain about your abilities. And from my understanding of the aspect of an opposition is, it's going to manifest itself on a more physical level, where I feel like a square is more internal conflict. So, oppositions can bring about problems with other people in your day-to-day life. And because oppositions are external, you notice them more, because, you keep being tested and challenged in certain areas of your life. It sort of makes you take responsibility, because you sort of realize, all right, in somewhere I play a role in all of this chaos and confusion. You can't keep running away from it or ignoring it, because you're constantly being tested. So taking personal responsibility is big with this aspect. And you got to remember, in every negative aspect in your chart is actually a good thing, because it forces you to pay attention. You have to grow from it. The strength in your chart is not determined by all the sextiles and trines you have, but, by the oppositions, by the squares, and by the inconjuncts, because they are very beneficial to you on your evolutionary scale of life, because they force you to evolve and grow if you choose to do so. If you, don't just brush things off as everyone else's fault and everyone else has a problem, it forces you to look within and say, okay, what role do I play in this? How do I fix it? be honest with yourself, take personal responsibility, and that is my take on an opposition. Yeah. So look at the oppositions in your chart, what planets are involved, and, what area of life, all this craziness, confusion is going to go on. Realize it, accept it, take responsibility so you can grow and be a better person. That is my opposition. Bye.